The teachers of the law and the Pharisees brought in a woman caught in adultery. They made her stand before the group and said to Jesus, "Teacher, this woman was caught in the act of adultery. In the law Moses commanded us to stone such women. Now what do you say?" John 8:3-5.
The story is familiar to us, although its message is no less impactful. A lady, guilty of a crime, stood before the men who, by Mosaic law, clearly should have stoned her. So why didn't the Pharisees just enact the judgment on her? The woman was humiliated, in tears probably, ashamed of herself. Lying there in the middle of the room, with all of these men standing around, knowing her sin. Jesus would have been perfectly justified to pick up a stone and throw it at the woman as hard as he could. That would have been lawful. Instead, he turned and looked at all of those men, looking right through their very souls. Guilty of so many wrongs, and yet standing there with a stone in their hands, ready to bring judgment on another. Does the forgiveness of Christ make her wrong or right? No. It was simply that Christ knew her heart and her circumstance and said, "I have paid your price, and by grace I am giving you the chance to go and sin no more." So many of us stand around certain situations, and brothers and sisters, with stones in our hands, ready to throw them. Sometimes, we just need to drop our rocks on the ground, and make sure we are standing on the principles of God before we try to throw anything at other struggling souls. Walk uprightly and let God handle those around you. If it weren't for grace, where you be? Stop throwing stones, and make sure you know where